Now, while I'm working here, now in a typical harassment situation, you'll find that these power poles are all over the place. And if one of your neighbors has put a ham radio, a shortwave radio, or some other form of electronics to affect your premise, one of the basic understandings for castle defense is that, let's say you have the walls of a town. They might dig under the walls of the town. They might fly over the walls of the town with planes. They might try and intrude the walls of your town or your home using some sort of proximity method. And typically, if they attach one of these to your power lines, what they'll do is cut the ground lines on each of the power poles right back to where they placed the shortwave radio or the ham radio. And you could typically trace out from every power pole. You'll notice that all the ground lines are cut. In fact, this street was affected, so we're going to film the power line cut up here, which is a different power pole, and then we're going to go into the next video and show you what your power meter is connected to. So if you file whistleblower versus the United States of America or some corporation, or maybe you're in a litigation suit or challenged by a group of people, these things are important for defense, and it's important for castle tactics to understand how someone might attack your home in order to get at you by some way that they can allege in a courtroom they were nowhere near your house. And you'll notice right here on this power pole right here, they cut the power pole. You can't see it from here, but you see where that line's coming across up there. They actually cut the ground line right up there, and it is attached to a telecommunications line, which leads right into this AT&T box, which is one of the ground returns. And that usually leads back to the house that it is attached to. In this case, your ground line is attached directly to this pedestal right here. So they went up to that line, they cut it, and it's tied in right there. So in the next video, I'm going to show you what your power meter's connected to. And just to finish this conversation up, you would follow every cut ground line on these power poles right back to the place where they installed the ham radio or the power meter. And what this does is it controls the situation of leakage. This means they're not dumping too much radio into the dirt, they're dumping it right into the house that they think they're going to hit.